You know, I noticed that you didn't have the mic on there. Is that okay?
Oh no, shoot. That's not okay.
Shane's gonna run and get a mic really quick.
Press that button to go live on Facebook. Oh, let's wait.
I'm not gonna do it until you have a mic on there. Not really sure how he forgot that. That's an important piece.
Can't believe I forgot it.
I can't believe you forgot. Now everybody did get to see your your shorts.
My top up outfit.
Shane's like, I'm not gonna get up because I don't want to show off that I don't have pants on.
Hopefully that'll work. Sorry if there was an audio buzz.
Joshua. Oh no, the crying baby.
Alright, well we're gonna have to... That's gonna work, I think.
Hopefully.
Let's see if we can
you
hear.
put the volume on to make sure that...
Yeah, let's check it. Well, we're gonna have to... That's gonna work, I think. Let's see if we can hear.
You put the volume on to make sure?
Yeah, we're
I
good.
think it's working.
Alright. Going live on Facebook. Let's just see if we can see it on our phones. Turn off our Wi-Fi.
So complicated.
Alright, I think, let's see if we're live on YouTube. And you check Facebook?
Yes, I think it's working. Hey guys, we're here live. Hopefully you guys can see us and hear us. Let me know if you can, because that would be great.
I'm gonna just check real
Hey
quick.
Christina, can you hear me and see me? Trying something a little differently. You guys can see us and hear us?
Yeah, it's working.
Yes. Hey Vanessa, how's it going?
Alright, so let's just
Vanessa, you missed our last one. We were talking about you in the last episode.
So,
last
do you want
show.
to start this timer? And then we'll start talking when... Is it already on?
No, it's not. It's turned off. To make things worse. Hold on. Let me get my handy dandy timer over here. There it goes. So we'll go ahead and get this show started in 5 minutes. But, hey Jen, how's it going? Yeah, Vanessa, we were talking about you. We were like, oh, I hope Vanessa joins because we were talking about work-life balance and like working outside the house versus staying at home with your babies and things like that. And Emily's like, oh, we were talking about someone had joined Vanessa, had joined my other friend Vanessa. She's like, Vanessa? Oh, how's she doing in San Diego? And I'm like, it's a different Vanessa. Hey Jen, thanks for noticing. Yeah, my hair is different. You know what? I'm like still not, I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if I love it yet. So I was thinking about maybe going a little bit, a touch darker, because I think it doesn't really do it for me as much as I thought. Vanessa says you need to keep my hair just like that. Aw, thanks. I definitely like that it's different, but it's still kind of throwing me off, and I don't know if it like complements my skin tone, so I don't know.
Gosh.
I'm serious. I think I'm a little bit too, I don't know, I'm a weird shade of olive, and for some reason, like, makes me look yellow. I don't know if that makes sense. Are you getting hot?
Hot already.
Oh, jeez. Shane's sweating, and he doesn't want you to see that he's not wearing pants, so he's gonna slide
Well, I'm
back in
wearing
here.
shorts. I'm not naked. Well,
He's wearing gym shorts with his nice shirt, because that's how he rolls.
I'm naked under my clothes all the time. Alright, so the timer is what? We've been up for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So when this is done, we'll be going live. Or we'll start the show anyway.
If I was at Cold Stone, I would say gotta have it. Nice. That's funny. Hey Sean, how's it going?
I'm just gonna
We
pull
missed
up.
our technical difficulties at the beginning.
It's like every show has
Every show has to start
just a little.
with a tiny technical difficulty.
Just a touch.
If you guys missed it, we didn't have a mic on at the very, very beginning.
Everything else was fine.
But Sean says, #1 fan is here. Yes.
Alright, I guess gotta find our live video on YouTube and then...
How much more do we have?
How much time do we have?
2 minutes and 46 seconds.
What are we gonna talk about today? Can you give the early birds a brief?
Yeah, hopefully it's on the, maybe it's on the screen too. That's a kind of a cool little thing that Shane figured out. So today, you know, the last vlog, you might have seen it, that Shane was a little bit in a funk and he's like snapping out of it slowly. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about, I guess, the funk, the little mini funk that he was feeling and how he pulled himself through. And basically we all do that to time, get in a little funk, and so
From time to time.
Wanted to talk about how we get out of funk, and then also some life hacks of what we do to make our life a little bit easier, a little smoother. We got
Wine. That's the first one. Have some wine.
We
Don't
have-
be afraid of it.
We definitely have some life hacks, but I definitely want to hear from you. And please add to my list of things that we could be doing to make it run a whole lot smoother around here. So,
I just saw myself turn sideways on the thing, and it looked like I had like a gap. I have this one little thing that goes up, and then there's like a gap here.
do you
Is
want
that
to fix it?
Yeah, can you fix that?
There you
That
go.
looks terrible.
It looks like a wave, like someone's writing.
All right, so we got a lot of people join. Hi Emily. Hi Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Hi Sean.
Monica, I
Lindsay.
missed your cool party. You have to tell me how it went. Hey, Lindsay.
And then Jennifer shared our video. That's awesome. Thanks, Jennifer.
Thanks, Jen.
Hi Melanie.
Is that on YouTube? Are you watching?
I'm watching this is the chat for Facebook, and then I have YouTube on my phone here.
Oh, cool.
So, but just make sure to set your quality low if you can, because then it won't bog us down. I don't think it's choppy today.
Vanessa wants to know how you added a title at the bottom.
Oh, it's my secret.
You know
I
what?
can't share. That's one of the life hacks. No, I'm just kidding. No,
It was very complicated. No, I'm just kidding.
so we don't do it from our phones. We use very kind of complicated setup. But basically, it's like a DSLR camera over there. There's a cable running over here to this laptop. Plugs into the laptop, and then there's something called OBS, which is like an open source streaming thing that no one's going to care about all those
really,
words.
technical.
Basically,
how
it
we
plugs
do
in
this.
your computer, and then when you put it on your computer, then you can put stuff on it. And I still don't know how to do it very well. You know who knows how to do it very well is my nephew who does streaming, Caesar, and then my son Josh who does like gaming, everything. And so this program is usually used to if you're going to stream yourself gaming. So they all know how to do it, and I've been
Maybe-
asking them to help me, but.
But maybe Shane could do like a tutorial on the YouTube channel of how things work behind the scenes, because he does have some really good tips on buying cameras and choosing like the right cameras and equipment and all that good stuff. So you know what to do.
Jennifer says, "Who needs TV when you can have Splendid Blended?" That's awesome.
True that.
Melanie says hi. Aaron calls says hi.
Hey Erin, how's it going?
Angelica.
Hey Erin, I have my eyeshadow on. Can you tell? Erin got me new eyeshadow by Limelight, and I love it.
Hi Katie. Hi Rosa. Hi Maggie. Hi Valerie.
Hey guys. Hey Katie. Katie. Oh my gosh, lunch. Let's do it. Seriously. I've been
So
saying that.
it's time to start the show.
Yeah. So
She's got a whole page of notes over there for us to talk
I'm
about.
prepared today.
So what are we talking about?
Basically, if you saw the vlog, you probably saw that at the end of the vlog, Shane shared a little bit about how he was in a funk. He calls it his mini depression, where he just kind of like quit everything for a while. He quit the vlog, quit making videos, didn't fly the drone, didn't do
I
much
still
of
haven't
it.
done that in a long time. We were
Didn't
just
do
talking
much
about
of
that.
anything. We had kind of some stuff going on with the family, and the boys were, not the happiest and stuff. So we just decided to kind of take a break from everything for a little bit and talk about it, refocus, and that's kind of what we wanted to talk about. First of all, is how did you come out of your little funk?
Well, let me tell you what it was first. I mean, so I've been having fun with this, with the YouTube stuff and all of the things that we've been doing with the video work and the vlogs and all that. And what ended up happening was we had that vlog about my work and whether I was going to quit my job to become full-time video maker, producer, whatever you want to call it. And it kind of got me like really thinking about it. I was really excited to do it. But then when we went through the process of planning everything out, it was kind of fizzled out because it wasn't really going to work. And there were some decisions that it boiled down to, well, do I want to completely change my lifestyle just so that I can be a touch happier? Or can I find that happiness by the way of like the things that we're able to do with the life we have now? And so it was really tough because it felt like either way I was sacrificing a little bit. And so I felt almost, what was bad about it was I felt almost like repulsed from the video work. So there was, I think it was probably like a week and a half or 2 weeks where I don't want to do anything like with the video stuff at all. I didn't want to play any of the videos. I didn't want to watch any videos. I didn't want to, like, it was just so, the fact that there was this decision that was so difficult was just so overwhelming to me that I was like, I just can't deal with this right now. And so I just let it go, and I thought about it every day, all day. In fact, if we could take you out back, which I can't right now, but there's like, I
We
took
have
this
a
butcher
table,
paper.
like full of just notes, and we put butcher paper over this full table, and we just went at it trying to like plan out, map out our life and what makes us happy, and where do we want to see ourselves in 10 years, and what's kind of like, where do we want to go? And we do this, sometime
Yeah.
from time to time, and where we try to make some goals and like work towards them and stuff. So we kind of had this huge strategic planning session where
And it still didn't help.
for our life, and it just kind of made us worse into a funk. Like,
Yeah, every time we would talk about it, it would just end up like, well, I want this, and then I want this too, and then we couldn't really.
yeah, it's really hard when you have two really strong things that are driving you. And so I think the decision was a tough one of what you want a little
But
bit more.
it's really hard. But in the end, I think both of us just felt kind of like we were both spoiled.
Yeah. At the end, we're like, wow, we really need to work on the grateful part of,
Yeah.
being grateful, because we really do have it made. And I think
We have a great life, and I think that was what brought me. So you asked me what brought me out of the
so
depression.
what brought you out of the funk? And then I want to hear from you guys, like when you're in a funk, what helps you get through the funk?
So first of all, I think just letting it happen, sitting with it, and like being okay with being in a funk, realizing it, acknowledging it, and going, shoot, this is bumming me out, and like just being okay with that for a little bit and letting it happen. And fortunately, I know some people's situations aren't the same way. Fortunately for us, we didn't have to make some sort of rash, quick, major decision. We were just able to sit with it and just let it process in our minds. And I did that, and I feel great now. I think so. Sitting with it, letting it happen, and then also being grateful for all the things that I have in my life. So healthy family. I mentioned some of this in the vlog. I think just really thinking about how good you got it, and I think most of us that are watching this, we have computers and we have internet, and if you give some perspective to that, I mean, we're probably ahead of a lot of people in the world in terms of what we've got and how good we have it. And I know there's people out there that have a lot of experiences, and some of them are better than others, some of them are worse than others, but I also talked to some people lately who said that they, Sean, for example, mentioned to me, he said, I was down in Atlanta and I saw all these people that were living on the streets, and it was like horrific. And he said, actually the other day he talked to me and he said, he was in a little mini funk, and I said, well, just think about those people in Atlanta, man. You have it so much better than they do, and just being grateful, I think, will bring you a long way.
Definitely. Well, I have a list of things that I think, like little things that we do to get out of the funk. One of the things that I had on my list was getting dolled up. I like to get dressed and do my makeup and my hair, and that definitely sets the tone for having a better day. And if I'm in a funk, I don't do that, and I could tell like my mood is way different. And I know some people think I'm kind of crazy because I am one of those people that if I'm going to go to Target, I get dolled up. That's just, I think it's a way to like motivate myself, have a confidence, and it works for me, to keep me happy. So I like doing it. What else?
So a few others joined. So Brianna, Vanessa, Robert, Tony.
Tony from Mexico. He's my cousin from Mexico.
And Laura Martinez is here. She says, "Hi guys, I'm finally catching a live show." Hi, Laura.
Yeah. Hey.
And then
Sarah. Hey Sarah, how's it going? Where's Mickey? He needs to join. Tell him.
So Aaron says, "Love this. Lots of us need to hear this." Emily says, "Accepting it and owning it definitely helps me. Then making changes and surrounding myself with positive people." I wanted to tag on to your getting ready thing. So
you should probably wear pants. You mean?
I have shorts
if you
on.
missed it, he's not wearing pants.
Look, it's very hot here today. Okay, and pants are not appropriate.
He's like, make sure not to mention that I'm not wearing pants, and then I keep mentioning it.
I'm gonna stand up. There are shorts. These are not boxers. They're real shorts. But it's hot. It's even with the air on, and it's still hot. Okay, I was gonna tag on to your getting ready thing. I think I was behind the laptop. I gotta see. Oh, yeah, there's shorts. See. I saw the replay a little bit delayed here, but tagging on to your getting ready thing. For me, when I'm in a funk, definitely the first thing I need to do is clean my space up, whatever space I'm in. I will forego work. I will do whatever I need to do, skip meetings, whatever I got to do just to get my room clean, whatever room I'm working in, whatever room I'm in at the time.
Desk,
I got like, you can generally judge where I'm at mentally by how messy my office is.
Yeah.
So if I take the time to clean it up for whatever reason for me, and maybe that's the ADD thing or whatever, that just sets the table for me to get stuff done and for me to be like in a better spot.
Yeah. Well, my girls definitely feel me. Emily, yes, she totally knows about the getting ready thing.
Oh, nice.
Erin, definitely. Vanessa, yes. I know you guys feel me. You guys totally are like me. That's why I think
What about making the bed? You do that too. I think that's a...
Yeah, so I think Shane knows he could probably determine whether I'm having a good day or a bad day just by seeing if the bed's made. And if the bed's made, that's kind of like my thing. Like, I'm going to start off this day on a positive note. I'm going to be productive. And if I make the bed, that means I'm going to have a really productive day. If I'm not making the bed and I actually just leave it messy, or if I'm still in the bed, it's not happening that day.
Yeah.
So he knows to tread with caution. Another thing that we started doing again was going back to the gym.
Yeah, that's a big one for me. I think I get a lot of pent up everything, whatever the emotion
is. Gym is great for so many different reasons. I mean, I think it brings such balance to our life, and get that stress out. It gets our kids' energy out by having them at the play center. So everybody comes back in a better mood after going to the gym. So we definitely need to do that.
And this may be crazy. It's kind of a gym thing, but we didn't write this one down beforehand or whatever. But I think for me, I can notice a difference, like just taking like a 1-a-day vitamin. I don't know if this is like scientifically proven or whatever, but
maybe it's like a mental thing.
I don't know. But if I'm taking vitamins, usually I feel generally a little bit better.
I feel nauseated. I was gonna say nauseous, but I just learned that it's not the word, it's nauseated. So anyways, what else do I have? Allow yourself to be in the funk, then let it go. That's like a yoga thing. Like you know that it's there, the pain's there.
It's almost like you try to disconnect, and like they say in yoga, like, or whatever, in meditation and yoga, to just like pretend like you're in the bleachers watching your thoughts go by. So like, oh, there's anger, or there's sadness, or whatever, and you kind of just acknowledge it and be like, there it is, and then you kind of watch it go by.
Shane says you got to be in shape for that hike in 10 months.
Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Oh yeah.
Shane.
Yeah.
Melanie says coffee. You know what? It's definitely a big topic here. That coffee. We're a little bit addicted, and Shane makes this amazing coffee every morning. So that's
I think you can't overdo it though, because I think I actually burned out. And then in that funk, I think I burned out my adrenal glands because I caffeinated so much, energy drinks and coffee and what else? Tea and all this stuff. But I just feel like you just got run over. So I think I burned that one. I like coffee, but I think you can overdo it.
What else did I have? Break the routine. Get pumped to do things differently. And I think that's where we kind of broke through the funk finally, is that we got together, we looked at the vlog, what we needed to do, we came to a compromise on where we want the vlog to go and what direction we want to go. And I don't know if you want to talk about that, making a little bit more, decisions on what our path is going to be for the vlog. And I feel like it broke us from the funk.
I still don't think we have like a solid decision, but we have like a general, like, let's just move forward this way. And I think what we're trying to accomplish is a story with a purpose for the videos that we're doing, right? So we have something to say, and we want to like...
I think the whole purpose with like the whole vlog and channel and everything is that we feel like we have so many things to say, and that we're really creative kind of beings, and we're kind of passionate about, getting our creativity out. And so that's where I feel like, well, we can make all these cool little stories and make it things about that I want to see. So that's kind of my thought.
All right, so we have some questions. We're going to have to bounce back a little bit. So Vanessa says, what kind of coffee does he make? So I have an espresso machine. It sometimes works. It sometimes doesn't. So when that's working, I can do...
What does one do?
Normal,
do you get like a coffee repairman? Like
I think it's going to reorder the part. But the other way that I do it is a thing called an AeroPress. You can Google that. It's really cool. It looks like basically like a syringe. It's like about like this big. You grind up coffee, you put it in the bottom, you put a filter in the bottom, and then you put water in the top, and then you basically push down like a plunger, and it's like a syringe, and it pushes the coffee through the filter, or the water through the filter, and it makes like basically like espresso. but
I like the French
no.
press. You know, Christina, who I think joined earlier, hopefully she's still on. Christina gave me a French press a long time ago.
Yeah.
And that was like one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. So
French press is
Christina,
good.
if you're still with us, thank you so much for that.
I think the thing to keep in mind with all coffee is that more important than how you brew it is that you grind it
Fresh.
Fresh for sure, but you grind it the right grind for the kind of coffee you're brewing.
Yeah.
So like if you're going to do espresso, you need a really fine grind. If you're going to do a French press,
Yeah, we could do a whole show about
We
coffee, but anyways, Corinne, haven't talked to you in a long time. Hi Mary, love you guys for doing this. For me, it's yoga, rocking out to great music, playing with my daughter, talking to my mom. Any one of those combination of things pulls me out of the funk. Yeah, yoga's been big for me. I've been trying to do it at least twice a week, and actually went with us this past time, which was really cool because I love going. This is a bug. I love going with friends.
who has ADD?
It was coming straight towards me.
Like,
What do you want me to do?
squirrel.
Not do anything?
Oh, look, a squirrel.
Anyways, the yoga thing has been really life-changing. And I was totally one of those people that thought it was like so ridiculous. Like I didn't get it until I started going, and it took me probably a few months of going to finally get it. That it makes such a big difference in my life. So yeah, I love the yoga.
So you were asking me the direction of the vlog, and we let it go, and I went backwards to answer some questions. But the direction of the vlog, I think we need to do more frequent updates. I think people need, in order to get you kind of fresh in their minds and keep the momentum going, you need to have more frequent updates. So that may mean a little bit less on the story side because we have been, like I said, trying to put a lot of story behind it. I think I don't want to give up on that though. The stories are really fun, and especially if you can really shoot them the right way, which we haven't been doing lately.
Yeah.
So like the last vlog was mostly iPhone footage, and that's kind of, to me, I look at that and I can see it.
It's hard taking the whole camera setup. I think that's
is.
what the problem is for us and
We
stuff.
just
And
have
then
to
when we don't even know what we're gonna do that day, and then all of a sudden we're in a cool place or doing something, and we're like, oh, we wish we would have taken the camera.
Yeah, that happens a
And
lot.
other times we take the camera and then nothing really interesting happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're still learning.
So I think more updates, like day-to-day kind of updates,
But
would
I
be
think
more like
the final thought was we're gonna double down, even put more passion and fire behind it, and really do something really cool and special, right?
Yeah, and bring the camera everywhere.
Yep.
And then the other thing is that so I want to start shooting some like actual, almost like a movie kind of videos for the channel. So I have a lot of stories that are kind of really deep that I think take a lot. I'm going to take like planning like a movie will. So
Yeah.
for example, there's a few of my stories that I want to tell that they're going to involve us going to Minnesota. Like we have to go to Minnesota to capture the footage of like,
I'm totally fine.
which is not a bad problem
Let's
to
do
have,
that
right?
in the summertime, please.
Yeah. Although the ice fishing episode would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Get you, a native Arizonan, on the middle of a lake, 30 miles out.
I don't really do well with snow, as you guys probably know. I went to see snow, like real snow, for the first time this year on our skiing adventure. So Ava says thumbs up. Jen says, honest, open dialogue is real. People can relate. And that's what I kind of wanted to do. A lot of the time I feel like I don't want to make it seem like we have this perfect drama-free life, because that's not realistic. And it really got me thinking. One of my friends, Christina, posted, she's like, that everybody's life on Facebook seems so perfect. And it's like, well, it's not perfect. Actually, we have, kids like
they're crying
coming
right
in and
now.
out. I think Jude might be crying right now. And yeah, so it's chaos a lot of the time. And sometimes it's not fun. And sometimes it's not so, pleasant.
Yeah, and I don't think we show a lot of that on Splendid Blended, and I think that's going to be coming more, especially with more day-to-day interactions.
Yeah, if we're gonna do more day-to-day, you guys are gonna see, the bad stuff too, of me dealing with tantrums on the regular and stuff. So I don't know if people are. Oh, Melanie says
Facebook's freezing a lot.
Facebook is freezing. Hopefully you guys are still with us.
I'm actually showing not a lot of drop frame, a little bit of drop frames here, but I think it's doing okay. I will say, just real quick, if you're on Facebook and it sucks, Facebook has sucked for us a number of times. If you go to the YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/c/splendidblended. that's going to be way better experience. It's much better quality, and because Facebook only allows you to stream in a certain quality, not only is it much better quality, but it also wow.
That's a Mary pour.
Wow. I'm drinking tonight, I guess. It's way better. So if you can switch over to YouTube, I would do it. It's just a better experience.
Emily wants to see something about ADHD issues that we could relate to. So a lot of you guys know that a lot of the people around me have ADHD, and so I honestly think it's a blessing and a curse. I think it's a curse when you're little, but when you're older, it is makes fun and exciting and makes life a little bit more impulsive than it needs to be, which is great. So yeah, we'll probably be doing a show about that soon, hopefully.
Well, we're about halfway through.
All right, so let's go to the next topic, which is our life hacks. Because I feel like we try to do life hacks like all the time. We always try to find new life hacks. So I want to hear from you guys and let us know if you have any cool tricks that you guys use to, make life a little bit easier, more comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah, this is the interactive portion of the show. We need your comments. So I'll share a few. So like my first one that I try to repeat in my head all the time, like let's say I walk past a toy on the floor or whatever. In my head I'll say no delayed pain. So I'll just pick it up and get rid of it then. Or like if the water runs out in the water machine and it makes that stupid noise that drives me nuts, rather than just like, opening the door and leaving it so it doesn't make that noise, I'll just change the damn thing because that pain I'm going to have to go through at some point anyway. I might as well just get it over with now. So that's one of my life hacks. Just no delayed pain. Just get it over with now and be done with it.
So my life hack, my number one life hack was doing this whole minimalism thing where we decided to gut the house and take out all of the clutter of things that we had. And we actually, the house is super duper clutter free right now. To the point where it's bare, like we have bare walls. We chose this area because this is probably the most things I have up in the house right now on the walls. I don't think it's gonna stay like that for long, but I just wanted to like gut everything out and just have like a clean slate. So right now,
behind the camera, there's 3 garbage bags full of things right now.
We still are doing purges. This weekend the kids were gone, so I actually purged their rooms. And Ava actually says that she loves it, which was surprising because I just ended up just getting rid of a ton of things of hers. And she came back and she thinks it's great because she has less things to clean up.
I think for an ADD person, which Ava has ADD, I have ADD, that cleanliness thing is huge for your spirit.
She's so happy. Like she went into her room and she's like, this is amazing. And I think it was overwhelming to her to have all of these things. And even though she says she was having a hard time like partying with things, like she's like, I don't want to get rid of anything. But because I guess I did it and she came back and it was completely clean, she was like super overwhelmed and thought it was great. Like, and she doesn't have to clean very much.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of a lot of our spaces are like that. So there's not much to clean. So, in the mornings I get up and if we do like 10 minutes of just picking up, it's completely clean. And that is like my life hack where I am so, don't have any clutter, like looking at clutter. So then I feel like I have more space in my mind to work on tasks.
Emily said a bunch of funny things about that. So first of all, Emily's tips are a shoe basket by the door. I don't know what that means. Emily, you're going to have to help me with that.
It's like, she doesn't do shoes in the house. We need to do that. Oh my gosh, we need to do that. We have tile throughout, so I'm like, I'll just mop later, but I'm constantly like...
It brings in a lot of dirt.
Gosh, it brings in so much dirt.
And then Emily says pack lunch for the whole week and take it on one day, or on each day. Yeah. I think for me, the meal prep thing is really big.
Is huge.
We work out of the home, so for us packing lunch, it's not as big of a deal, but definitely like, especially for me when I'm trying to lose weight or diet or whatever, cook a bunch of chicken breasts, a bunch of bacon on Sunday, and then like just put a chicken breast with a couple slices of bacon, and that's lunch,
Yeah.
And that's helpful.
Emily says, Mary keeps bringing her stuff to my house. She's organized, and now I'm a mess.
That's true.
It's true. You said you wanted the stuff, the decorations off my wall, so I just went. And then also you have 2 girls, my girls, older, so of course I'm going to pass those things on to you. But I told you could give them to Goodwill. No one's telling you to keep it forever.
What else we got on that list?
Wait, Vanessa says always keep candy in your purse for those moments you need to shut your kid up in public.
It's probably a good one. We don't do that.
We don't do that because I don't believe in rewarding when my kid's being an asshole.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a big thing about, we don't reward. I'd rather leave.
Although, when Jude's getting a haircut, he gets a lollipop.
That's true. You know what? But he's little. he's so
All
tiny.
the rules are gone with this
You know what?
one.
He's my last one too, so I have to like extra spoil him.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
And what else you got?
Emily says I'm not complaining. I'm happy. Okay, good.
Oh, okay, I got one. So one of the things that we do when we so we like to travel, we like to take road trips, we like to vacations. Anytime we get an extended period of time together where we're like forced to endure a road trip or whatever, or we're sitting in the car for a while, we got nothing to do but maybe listen to the music. What we try to do is we try to, at least for some extended portion of that trip, try to have a conversation about like kind of planning our life out. Like, what do we want to do when we get back? What are the things we're going to focus on? Where are we going to take this thing? And
yeah, so we have like this huge, we know it's coming, like the talk.
What are we going to talk about this
What
trip?
are we going to talk about? Because every time we've gone on a major road trip, especially when we were starting out our relationship, we would come back with like a big decision made. Like, we're going to move in together. All of a sudden, we're going to get married. And it's because of a road trip.
Consolidated finances. We're gonna,
it's like because of a road trip that made us talk about it. To the point, for hours until we came to a conclusion. And I think, yeah, and it's funny because you have to come to that conclusion, so you need to talk about it for a long period of time. So it's hard to do that when you're just at home. It's like you get interrupted because you have kids, stuff like that. Things come up. Yeah. And when you're on a road trip, I highly suggest just talking it out. Talk about a big subject and come to a conclusion. What else? Vanessa says it's not rewarding. It's just respecting the public that have to endure it. I know, huh? I feel bad for them. I feel bad for people. But usually we just leave. If someone's acting up, I have like no tolerance. I'm like,
put them in the car.
Let's get out of here right now. And then they know that there's going to be some kind of consequence that they're not going to enjoy.
The other thing we did, I think consolidating finances was a big one for us that we did on the road trip. But the life hack, kind of similar to that, is that we consolidated calendars. So we have one calendar that we share. I think I have my own calendar for work and stuff like that.
We also consolidate notes. Like if I write down a note, and then we have this app that allows him to see my notes too.
So that like sharing notes.
Yeah, so that we can be on the same page.
Make grocery lists and make like checklist goals, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was the other one that I was gonna say?
Sorry.
That's right. I had one in my head and then I totally lost it.
You said calendars.
Yeah, I can't remember now.
Well, one of the things that you had written down was getting stuff out of your head and writing it down.
Oh, see, that's why you just witnessed it. So there's this book that I read. It's called Getting Things Done. Maybe it's Getting Shit Done. I can't remember. One of the two. We'll bleep that out later. Oh wait, it's live. Getting Things Done is a book. It's author's David Allen. I know the author's name, and I don't follow everything that he did. But one of the things that's really cool about what he did is that he said, the human brain, this is like studied all over the place. You can look at the book if you want, like the citation or whatever. But the human brain can only hold something like 7 to 10 things in its memory, in its forward memory at any given time. So
I can hold probably more than that. I was a waitress, so I can hold like 10 orders.
But I'm like,
but I can't remember someone's phone number if they tell me.
Yeah, but I can remember someone's phone number, but I'm like 3 other things in my mind. Like I can barely remember my birthday, and
that's true.
It's really bad. So everything I do, like if I don't write it down, it's gone. And I think Ashley's Justin was over here the other day, and he has the same thing. Maybe it's an ADD thing, but
it is.
He was saying like he would be at work and someone would ask him to do something. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, sure."
When he's walking to when he's walking through the the aisleway or whatever at his work.
He's like, "Can you send me an email because it's 13 seconds to my desk, and in that time, I will probably lose 7 or 8 more things that I don't write down." So that's exactly how I am. So Emily says, "What's the shared note app?" You can do it with Notes on the iPhone. You can do it with Google Keep if you want to use that as a notes program. Yeah, there's a few different ones. Most of them you'll have a share button on your phones, and you just send it to the other person that you want to share with. That's big for us.
Sarah says Mickey's big on hacks. One he did, since I don't like wires everywhere, he used Velcro to put DirecTV box behind our TV in the living room so you don't see any wires. Yeah, we're big on like not seeing the clutter and not having wires everywhere too. I'm big on that. I don't
There's
know.
Mickey. Speaking of Mickey, he just joined.
Mickey, what's going on? Yeah, you need to chime into this conversation.
What's your hacks?
What's your life hacks? We want to know, like, what do you do to make life easier? So yeah, I definitely second that. Not seeing wires. I hate seeing wires. I hate seeing, like, now that I'm more into the whole minimalist thing, Like, I can't stand seeing things out of place, or I can't stand seeing a cluttered table or anything. I'd rather just see nothing. So yeah, it's kind of really bare in our house right now. Like,
yeah, but you're planning on switching it up.
We are. We're gonna do something. I just have to figure out what it is that I want to do. I just haven't had the time to do that.
Channeling your focus. This is one thing that I had written down that I wanted to talk about. So, if I'm working, for whatever reason, I cannot. I like listening to music when I work. It's just enough distraction to where I can really get in the zone. But I can't work if there's lyrics in it for some reason. I don't know why. The lyrics just totally throw me off. It distracts me. Maybe, I don't know. But there's a playlist that I use it's called Electronic Study Music. It's basically like it's just got a kind of a chill beat to it, and it just gets your mind going. That's
I cannot do anything with that. It's so annoying to me. Like I cannot stand it. So
well, I'd rather focus. You need silence.
Yeah, I need some silence.
Yeah, I can't handle that.
You know what though? I can turn it off. So if Jude's in the background, like talking or even crying, for some reason I can like just turn off his voice and finish an email, and that drives him nuts. Like he's
any noises, like
the baby's crying, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm just finishing an email, and I could totally do that. And for some reason,
I can't stand like any minor noises. Like if something in the car is like vibrating or rattling, oh my god, it'll drive me nuts. It has to be fixed. I can't stand people crunching the popcorn in the movie theater.
You're so sensitive.
I don't know.
What else? Mickey says, I watch tons of YouTube videos for life hacks, but forget to implement them. Yeah, we do that too.
Yeah.
We watch these really inspiring videos, and then like 2 seconds later, we just totally forget.
Yeah, but I think what's cool about it is like the whole point. What's the whole point of life if it's not to get better? Become a better person every day. I think for me, I've never stopped doing this sort of thing because I feel like, well, I want to be better tomorrow than I was today, or better today than I was yesterday.
Oh, it is freezing.
Oh, I don't know.
Christina says, if you're looking for new art for your walls, I'm super into the art prints from Shutterfly. I have my travel pictures printed in the art print form and then framed. Highly recommend them. That's so funny because you read our mind, because that's exactly what we had been talking about. We want to, get some of the shots that we have done, and then that's what we're going to use to decorate. So we just need to figure out like what shots, I guess.
Well, I'm going to start taking a lot more photos because Mary told me she was competitive with me for one. No, for two, I bought a pretty expensive camera, and it does the video thing, obviously, but it also does photos, and I want to try to explore that and learn new things, and again, make myself better than I was yesterday. So I want to take one of my goals for the next whatever months is I want to take my own photos, and I want that to be the work of art on my wall, not the IKEA BS that everyone has.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that too.
Yeah, even if it costs a little bit of money. I think for me to walk into my own office and be like, I shot this. I was there. I was standing at the bottom of that mountain or whatever it is. I think that'd be cool.
The problem is I don't have a lot of those kind of shots. Like I shoot people, so I don't know if I want to blow up, Jude's face, because that's not going to be his face for long.
Yeah.
Stacy just joined. She said, "Hi kids. I saw your video about meeting Ashley. That was super cute." She went,
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's super cute video. Hey Stephanie.
I did see that they were up there though.
It was a really cute video.
Caesar, did you get your stuff done? I talked to that boy today.
This means, we needed to have a talk, Caesar. I've been meaning to reach out to you.
You better be cleaning your house as you're doing this.
Yeah. What else? Okay, so other life hacks. Tell me your life hacks too, because I really want to hear what everybody else does to keep it easy, to keep this household running and all that stuff. One of the other things that we do is minimize paper.
Oh yeah.
So Shane doesn't believe in pens and paper for some reason.
Well, the thing is that I freaking love them. So if I have a pen and paper, I will just write on pen and paper, and then I'll have notes here, and notes in my phone, and notes on my computer, and it'll be all a mess. So what I did is I had to take all of that away so that I wouldn't do it. So I have them now again, and you can see my office is a disaster as a result. But I had to completely get rid of all paper and pens, and I think that really helped me. So you take pictures of your receipts, you take pictures of your tax documents. All the things that you don't actually need to have a physical copy of, like a title to your car or stuff like that, then take a picture of it. Your phone, it'll be on your phone, it'll be on your computer or whatever forever, as long as you back up the computer.
That's a life hack right there. Always back up your stuff. What else? Mickey says, put your favorite shots on canvas. Looks super clean and artsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing that little by little. We have our wedding photos and stuff.
We're running out of time. What do you want to talk about? Saying no?
Yeah, that was one of my big things that I just started doing was my life hack was saying no. I used to be a people pleaser. I feel like, especially with having my own business, I feel like people ask for favors a lot, and
no more free stuff.
I can't do it anymore because it burns me out, and then it stresses me out, and then it also like sometimes ruins.
Trades are cool. We do trades.
Yeah, trades I love. I think I always do trades.
Yeah.
But just doing free things is just not worth it because I don't know. I just get a bad vibe from it, and I always end up getting resentful because I did something and I didn't feel
because
like
you give your all like they're a client, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if people appreciate it then, if you don't. And so I started learning how to say no. No, I don't really want to do that kind of project. And wow, it's really been crazy because I was always scared about doing that, and it's really been saving my sanity lately.
So there's a saying
Feels pretty good.
I have been hearing a lot lately, and it's from a guy that I listen to a bunch on podcasts. And the saying is this: the answer is either no or it's hell yes. And if it's not hell yes, it should be no.
Should be no, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to be that excited about something, or you should not be doing it. And I know that's probably easier said than done. I certainly don't say hell yes to my work every morning, but I kind of like say hell yes to the what it brings, right?
Yeah.
So it's easier said than done, but I
It's
think.
a problem too for me because I tend to volunteer a lot. I want to volunteer.
But you're saying hell yes to that because you want to.
Yeah, but I think then you get sucked into doing more and more volunteer work until people like just burn you out.